So we finished with the life cycles. We performed the snapshot, component did update, component did mount, get derived state from props, should component update, and I think these are the life cycles that we've covered. Now comes the refs. So I'm gonna cover two, at least I think I'm gonna cover, we'll see if I can do it. We're gonna cover two cases of refs. One of them is the function callback, and the other one it will be the other one will be the, what will be the create ref. So we have this create ref where you will have an object which will have a current field. So okay, let me have a so if I go to refs, okay, so create ref function, react forward ref, create refs and done. Okay, I think we need this one. Creating ref, accessing ref, adding ref to a class component, callback refs. Okay, so React will call the ref callback with the DOM element when the component mounts and call it with null when it unmounts. Refs are guaranteed to be up to date before component did mount or component did update fires. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that kind of indicates as where we need to put the refs. So first of all, I think it's on at least in our case, it's on the props, so we need to watch out for anything that has a ref. So let's try to add a ref to first to host element, which is, I think, the easier way to get into the ref realm. So ref, let's do something console log ref. Okay, and as such it's obviously not going to do anything, but I hope that I can so when the commit all work is done, or no, just here I want to console log the pending commit. Okay, so pending commit, and its child is a class component, its child is a div, and its prop have the ref function. So here is the ref. So basically ref is nothing more than exposing the state node if it's a class component or if it's a host component to the developer, right? So it's nothing more. If it's a host component, then the ref will be a DOM element, and if it's a class-based component, the ref will be an instance. So so what we need to do, the doc says that it will what is it? So ref with the ref callback with the DOM element when the component, and call it with null. So we need to watch out for the component did mount. So okay, go back to commit all the work, and we have the component did mount, and just before that, right? So it's guaranteed to be there just before the component did mount. So what we need to do is, if the effect dot props dot ref, then first let's deal with the callback API. So assume that the ref will always be a function. But what we need to do is we pretty much just need to call it, I guess. So call it with the effect dot state node, I suppose. Okay, so if we go back here, now you can see that it got called with the effect.state node index.js. Where is that reconciliation index? Okay, so no, it's pending commit, we should get rid of it. Yeah, okay, sorry. So yeah, okay, that's gonna be a bit more complicated, and the reason is because in the commit all work we are limiting it to class-based components, right? Yeah, we are limiting it to class-based components. Well, we can do some other things, right? So, because you need to update it at every time, whether it's a if it's an update or if it's a placement, then you kinda need to update it. So we can do is like const ref effects, and it's not an effect, it's just refs. We can do fiber dot fx filter, so just copy these boys, filter effect, and we need to return a effect to props.ref. I think let's just console log refs out. Okay, so it's the div. Okay, well, we have it. So effect props.ref. So what we can do with the refs is refs for each effect, and now, and they also need as an end effect, that effect tag equals to placement or update. So effect, what we need to do is effect dot props dot ref, and to call it with effect dot state node. Okay, nice, now we are talking. So now we have this from the client, yeah, 152, and now what I can do is, I suppose I can call this set state with ref, but only if this dot state dot ref is undefined or so. So ref undefined. So what happens now? It triggered another re-render, but what if I console log the state out? If I console log the state out, it's undefined and the div is saved there. Perfect. Okay, and it should happen on every, well, not it shouldn't happen, but yeah, it re-renders a lot of things, which is good. Okay, yeah, so we kind of handled the part where you have a placement or an update. And one more thing, it shouldn't be a functional component, so effect dot tag not equals functional component, and okay, I don't need this, okay. So now these are the refs that needs to be set update refs or assign refs, and there will be another part. Oops. There will be another part with remove refs. And this case, what I want, so it has the ref, and it's the same thing, except for its deletion. Deletion. So this case, remove refs. Remove refs, and I want to call it with null. Okay, so that's one thing. That's when you have a callback and you can have the ref. So let's do it with this. So ref equals, I just want to get it from here and copy it there. So now the ref is visible with prop state and fiber, so you have everything onto it. It works flawlessly, no Stack Overflow error, so it's pretty good. What happens when I call unmount? Unmounted ref is still visible, cause yeah, but I can assume that I can have the console log ref, right? So console log ref, what if I unmount it? That's interesting. Okay. Effect props.ref tag not equal functional component. Okay, it was just not updated. I mean the bundle, now it has null in it, so we're receiving the null from the callback. Okay, I think, I don't know why, but sometimes it's not updating the bundle. So now we covered the callback part, which is pretty good. Now comes the create ref. So create ref is so actually let's go back here. So refs are guaranteed to be up to date before component did mount and component did update fires. So that's pretty much what we did here, because they are called before component did mount and component did update Okay. Okay, callback reps. Okay, so React will assign the current property with the DOM element when the component mounts and assign it back to null when it unmounts. Ref updates happen before component did mount or component did update. Okay. So I think it's somewhat the same thing, but so we need here a conditional statement. So if type of effect.props.ref equals function, then go ahead and do what you want to do what you got to do. Okay, but otherwise else type of function okay, so otherwise what we want to do is we want to set this dot current to effect.state node, and we want to set this to null. So we're just simply assuming that this is the create ref kind of stuff. So instead of having this here, we're just gonna set something like this dot ref equals current null, I think. So when we pass it here like this dot ref, I can, okay, let's go back, ref undefined, which is fine. So let's console log the whole this out. So to do has a ref current visible, so it got assigned to visible, which is good. And what if I unmount this? Ref current null, so it removed the reference. So it's pretty, well, I think it's good. Obviously it would need further testing, like a larger application, but yeah, I mean, I think the point of this whole series is not to create a robust React implementation, just to have a gist of what's going on. So current null. Okay, so if we wanna be a bit more precise, we can do something like create ref, and we can do, for now, export const create ref is a function which will return an object with a current field set to null. So now I can do this dot ref equals create ref, and it should have the same effect. So yeah, current visible, unmounts, okay. And what if I go back to the div, current div, and I can't unmount this, but anyways, I think it's pretty good. Okay, So we covered the case of the refs, and that's it for this video. I'm just gonna close this. I might create a separate file for that. Let's just do it for the sake of consistency. Like create ref from create ref and get this boy, and so it's react new folder, create ref, new file index.js, and export const. How was it? Export create ref, yeah. Okay, so thanks for listening. That's for the references. And next time, well, it's a good question, what will be next time? There are a few things I'd like to do. One of them is the context API. So that might be one thing, or I might just go straight to the hooks, because hooks are quite interesting, and might revisit context API, might not. I will see it, but I know. I think it'd rather be hooks. That's definitely more interesting at the moment. Alright, thanks for listening and see you next time, guys. Bye.